What's going on, everybody? The Another Universe here. Back with you. We are about to be starting a series on Cities Skyline. We're going to be building up our own little town and everything. This is right after they came out with the new download content of mass transit, I believe it was, and also they have the disasters and all that. I don't have any of the download or the DLCs or anything like that, so we're just playing straight vanilla. I also went in, all the mods are off, and I turned off the 1,000 assets or whatever. So at the same time, hopefully it's going to make the game run a little bit smoother. I was dealing with a little bit of lag and bigger cities and all that. A couple things to get out of the way here before we jump into it. I haven't played this game. I played a little bit over the last week just to kind of get a refresher and learn the buttons again and all that. But I'm not the best at this game, so please, 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 for those of you guys out there that are watching this, please try not to shit all over me in the comments. Be nice. And at the same time, I mean, if you do have any suggestions, stuff I could do better, stuff I'm doing completely wrong, feel free to tell me in the comments down below, and I'll try to, work on my skills here a little bit. So we're gonna be starting off here. The only thing I did leave on is as far as Steam content and stuff. I have a bunch of extra maps here that I downloaded, and I did just take a trip to Michigan. So we're going to be playing the Michigan Great Lakes. We're playing up in there. Now, there's no way I'm going to be able to build this exactly like Detroit, and you know what I mean? There's no way. So, if this town or whatever doesn't end up looking exactly like Detroit, I apologize in advance for those of you that might live up there. We'll just say it's in an alternate universe where the city got built differently or something like that. So we got a pretty good, all the connections are there. You got ship connections for the harbor, plane connections, train connections, and highway. This is actually my second run through. I originally played on this other Michigan map, which I thought looked kind of cooler. But starting off the highway, I think they started me down in here somewhere. And the highway itself, excuse me, the highway itself didn't actually have anywhere to connect onto, and I didn't have the highway stuff unlocked, obviously. So that was not a very good start, and I ended up spending too much money, and the whole city fell apart before I got started. So we're hoping that's not going to happen again. We're going to call it Troy, Michigan, and we will go ahead and start it up. Now, hopefully it's going to load a little bit quicker. For those of you that have played with a lot of assets, you know the loading always takes forever. So it is already loading a little bit quicker here, which is very nice indeed. So I did actually jump in this map though and check real quick to make sure that all the connections were there, and everything should be good this time around. So here we go, starting another series off. I'll be playing this one for a while. I do actually quite like this game. I used to play a lot of SimCity back in the day, and had cities with millions and millions of people and stuff, so we're going to be trying to get that. I don't really have any goals for this series yet as far as when to call it quits. We'll just kind of be playing and winging it, and hope you guys enjoy. So here we go. City should be loading up here in a second. The one mod I did want to leave on is to turn that Tweety Bird fucking announcement thing off. That stuff does get annoying after a little while. But I think you can actually go into the volume settings now and turn all that off, so that's good. Alright, so here we are, and there is our highway connection up there. So very good. We do have a connection onto the highway. I'm not just going to have to build a road. Got some train tracks running down here. That looks like a good spot. We could maybe expand over this way for more industry later on. And let's pause it real quick. So first things first, we're just going to build a little patch of road here. Just like that, and then actually delete that. So as you can see, that actually unlocked quite a bit more road options for us, which is good stuff. And let's see, how do I want to do this here? Yeah. Alright, so we're going to pull this down this way a little bit. Just like so. And should have enough room. No, don't have enough room. Okay. What if I go over like that? There you go. Okay, now it's going the wrong way, but I can fix that in a second. Pull you like this, and then upgrade that. No, can't upgrade that. Okay, Okay, let's delete it then. Alright, now. Whoops, whoops, whoops. What am I doing? Oh god. I'm already messing stuff up here. Okay, let's yeah, totally didn't want to do that. We're wasting a little bit of money. That was actually quite a bit. Alright, so we're just gonna go back. Yeah. Take that off. Turn this down a little bit. The elevation slope is if you're doing bridges and all that, which I'm not, but that's fine. Kind of go like that. Okay. Very good. That's actually not quite, or is it? Alright, that's going to be fine for right now. I'm actually going to pull this down a little bit more. I kind of want to... I'm going to have like some residential out here, maybe some nice houses out by the lake, and the industry is going to be out over here. So how are we going to do this? Pull this down a little bit more. Just a little bit. About to there. Yeah. Kind of bring this over like so, and pull you up. Alright, so that's all connected. Actually drop that down to a 2-lane road now. Run that out to about there. Alright. And something like this. It's actually quite far. I don't need to build that far down yet. Right about there should be good. Okay, so got a little bit going on here. Now I did take a look at the water stuff, and you can actually see, I think we'll be okay if we build our water pump right here. So we'll be pulling water from that part of the lake, and we're actually going to drop our sewage out way, I don't want to go too far because all the costs of the pipes, but like say right here. And hopefully what that's going to do, it's going to, the water flow, you can see the little arrows, is going to take all the sewage out. It's going to be nasty for a while until we can get some water treatment plants later on, but all the sewage is going to basically flow out here, and then hopefully it's not going to contaminate our water supply. Hopefully, that's the plan. Alright, so as far as wind power, I didn't look at that yet. Not too bad. Could actually do a little bit with that. Yeah, 8 down here. Okay, so I'm actually going to plop down 1 and 2, I think will be good for right now. It's just a lot cheaper than actually doing that initial coal power plant, because that thing is very expensive. And I'm going to wait a second on the power line, so do a little bit more road planning here. Okay, so we're just going to pull that up like so. Do I want to do that? I wonder if I do it. I don't have one-way 2-lane roads yet, do I? Okay, what about... Nah, okay. Let me think here. If we just pull them in like this for the industry, right? Then we do something like... How would I do it? That's way too steep. Right about there. Okay. That might work. And we just drop this down a bit. Okay, so this way the industry has their own little way to get out and back onto the highway without having to come out and like clog up the whole town and everything, which I think is going to help out quite a bit. So where do I think we're going to run this up like that? I gotta really keep an eye on the money down here too, because I haven't run all the utilities yet, and that could be a big issue if I'm not too careful. So let's run this up here. Go back with our one-way road thing. be okay. And actually put another one right here. So that kind of forces all the traffic. Like if you want to come into the industrial zone, you're forced to go in this way, and to leave, you have to go out across this bridge and back onto the highway, which I think will be okay. I could be completely wrong, but that's one of the things about this game. You can always fix it later, which is nice. So just gonna connect that there, and we'll make like a little dead-end road out here. Should be fine, and that gives us a pretty good bit for our initial industry area. And we can have like what are they called? Like the garbage landfills and stuff out in this corner. I think it'll be okay. Alright, so going back over here, continue planning our maybe like our main little city center in here. I'm actually gonna bring it down like this. And then over this way somewhat. I think that'll work. Okay. And we'll have another one maybe like these higher capacity roads, maybe just something like that. And again, this is just going to be an initial kind of setup here. Let's actually get a little bit more fancy too. Turn that out of the way. Pull up a road like so. Kind of have a nice little windy road down along by the water edge. Some housing and stuff out through there. Maybe do like a little bit of these curvy roads. Back out through here, like so. Something like that. Okay. And we'll pull another one off the main road here. Whoops. Go back to the straight roads. And I don't mind having a couple dead-end roads for like the residential. I don't like doing that too much, but for residential it's not that bad. At least to me. Alright, so there. And that gives us a little bit of initial setup for our residential, and then we can actually run. How do I want to do this? I guess we could have a one-lane road connecting down through here. And maybe another little curvy one. Let's actually go freeform on that. Run that down through here. Up a little bit. And whoops. Should be okay. That actually kind of looks goofy, but I'm just going to go with it. Okay. So I have a little bit more residential in there. And, maybe this could be like our commercial area out here. Let's do like a little bit more one way to kind of force the traffic out. Something like that. And then this can just be a regular two-lane road. Okay. That kind of gives us our initial setup. Still got a good bit of money. I'm going to start laying some groundwork of all the piping and whatnot. You got to remember I got to run power lines out and all that good stuff as well. One of the main things you want to remember if you are new to this game, which I'm assuming most of you aren't, but maybe some of you are, you don't want to really lay pipes on every part of the street. It's just not that efficient money-wise, and can really kind of cripple your budget, especially in a bigger city. So we're just going to kind of connect this. Okay, so we got the water initially hooked up, and we'll just kind of go, where's a good spot for it? Right there, I guess. Something like that. At least that's hooked up. Run this down. Now, we are going to have to run this down as well all the way to here. That's going to be expensive, but we do need the water connected to the sewage. So that is good to go as well. Now, what is going to be the most efficient way to run this out? Something like this. Overlaps a little bit, but not terribly. We'll just go with this road here. Up a little bit. There you go. Mouse is giving me issues today. Okay. Down a little bit? No. Alright, fine. Whatever. Not going to fight the mouse too much. And we'll just run it back Okay, so that's all nice and hooked up. Run some up through here. And maybe a little bit over this way. And down again. That actually leaves a little bit of a gap. Down through here. Okay, and I actually don't know, I don't think I'm going to build anything over there. But it's connected anyway, just in case. In case I change my mind later. Alright, so all the utilities other than the power. Gotta remember about the power. We're gonna have to run that. It's gonna be quite expensive too. So you can see I'm almost out of money already. We're gonna run that like so. Up to there. Okay. Very good. Now for zoning. Haven't unlocked like the high density stuff yet. That's way down the road. Population of 6,000 and whatnot. I think for offices, it's yeah, all that stuff, all the bigger zoning is more money, but we don't really need that right now. So we're just gonna kind of let's go like this. Plop down some zoning in here. All right, got our first nice little residential area. We're gonna make some up in here as well, and all these nice little oceanfront houses. Very nice. Nice little neighborhood back in here. Okay. And maybe actually save a little bit of room. Like do like a park or something out through here. No, I'll just put these houses. Maybe have a park there somewhere. So what we'll do, we'll actually save that space. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, very good. And we'll just run all down through here. It's going to be residential as well. Big residential plot. And we'll put in some more right here. Very nice. And this will be our initial commercial area right there. And I guess we could have a little bit more. Wouldn't hurt too much. Okay, actually, yeah, I'm gonna wait a second. I was gonna say I could probably hit play, but I at least want to get everything zoned up first. So, let's see here. Don't want to zone that. All right, so this is what we'll do. Just take that away. No. There we go. Gotta remember, I'm a little bit rusty on these buttons here, so bear with me. Right, so we got that cleared out. That's good there. And maybe a little bit more. Something so it can reach. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to run a power line out there, but that's fine. That's no problem. And we'll actually do that. We'll run the power line from here just right over to about, well, that's not working. Let's get it right here to about there. Hopefully that'll be able to reach once these all build up. Okay, so we're gonna hit play and just hope I didn't miss anything. Let me double check while I still have some money. Got all the water pipes laid, the sewage is hooked up, power is hooked up. I think we're gonna be okay. Alright. And just to make sure, I guess I could let's run these over here. There we go. Alright, gonna hit play and let this thing run a little bit. So I'm not too happy with this initial way that they're coming into town here. Probably gonna have to edit that a little bit once we have some more stuff unlocked, like the different road types and the highway stuff and all that. But I think just for initially, just for pushing out the industrial traffic onto the highway, I think that's going to be a good little setup. Didn't cost too much money to do. It's not a high capacity road, but this isn't really, I mean, there's not that much industry there in this little block. And I think eventually once we're able to buy out this section of land next to us, probably put in another highway connection over there and make it a lot more efficient. So I think this is actually going to do the trick. I shouldn't have to change that too much. And we do have our first citizens moving into our little town here. Oh, you know what I did forget? Pause, 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 pause. Where's pause? Whew, almost missed something. I know people were looking at that like, what is he doing? Alright, I'm going to have to make sure the water is hooked up as well. So let's actually run that down about like that. Just to make sure they build out there. Like, because once these houses come in, it should be okay. I just want to make sure that they do, though. So let's actually build a little bit more right here. And I guess we could maybe have, like, the school or something there. I don't know where I want the school yet. I should have thought about that. Probably want it off of a main road. Maybe I'll do it, like, somewhere over here. That might be a little bit far away, though. Maybe this corner. Okay, so let's actually de-zone that real quick. Like that. Okay, that should be fine. And let's hit play again. I think it'll be pretty cool once we unlock some like marinas and boating stuff and all that. Be able to get some ships out on the water. Let's see how bad it's polluting out here yet. Not too bad. That is all the sewage dumping right out into the lake though, and we're taking our drinking water from over here. So hopefully they don't find any floaters in their drinking water, in their tap water. Let's see what the traffic's looking like through here. Definitely pretty busy coming through that way. Alright. We don't really have any traffic in our town as of yet anyway. And happiness is pretty low. Don't really have all the stuff unlocked yet to be able to look, so it'll be okay. Hit that. Really need this commercial to come in to get power out to the industrial though. I think we're gonna be alright. Our first milestone will unlock at 400 people. We'll be able to get a little bit more money, take out our first loan, and unlock a couple more things we can build as well. Like I believe that's when we get the landfill, and yeah. Oh, 360. Okay, I was wrong. Yeah, it is 360, not 400. So yeah, we'll get our medical clinic, landfill, and elementary school. Plus we'll be able to set taxes, get loans, and all that good stuff. Alright. So it's coming right along. Probably going to do something, change up this road a little bit. Continue to have it a one-way road just to feed people into the town as I expand down this way. But that's way down the road. Trying to plan ahead as much as I can, though. Would like to do something with bringing this railroad into the town, too. Maybe have, like, a train station, like, for civilians and stuff. Like, the citizens to be able to get on. Something that's non-industry. And I am still a little bit worried that this, water pump is not connected. And it is too late to do anything about it. I've blown through all my money. So I'm going to have to really hope. I'm actually going to de-zone some stuff real quick here. And hope that that builds right there. So let's take out all this. Let's actually do that. There we go. Get a little bigger circle on that. There we go. Yeah, because that's going to be horrible. If I don't get that connected up, we're in big trouble. Let's take out all that. We're going to kind of try to force them into having to move into that spot. I probably put down a little bit too much residential initially. That's okay, though. I think I caught it in time. I hope I caught it in time. Alright. Okay, let's continue on here. And the industry's building up. And I'm kind of getting worried. Same thing over here. Gonna take out the side of it. that much. Oh, please, please, please don't tell me I fucked this up again. Oh, man. Alright, well, the industry is building up nicely. Once that continues to build up, hopefully it all gets connected, because that'll bring the demand back and we'll be able to continue with building more residential. You can see it's already starting to spread out this way. It's almost there. Just got to get the blue into that little power line there. So a couple more houses being spread out that way would be nice. Please. Pretty please. I'm actually going to take out a little bit more. I'm starting to get nervous here. Let's pause it again. Okay. Let's take out all this. And shit, we're going to take out all that too. Just gotta force them up that way. I need people to move in over here. Like, you have to, or we're screwed. And the fact this isn't pulling out as well either has kind of got me worried. You can see they're all getting pissed they don't have water. So the sooner we get that connected, we'll be okay. Just needs power. Citizens running out on the street here. They're walking around. Nice car. Sports car. Yeah, this might not be good. They really need to build up here. And this really needs to extend over this way too. I don't like that. Not critical yet, but if we don't get that water hooked up, we're going to be in big, big trouble here. Let's take out this as well. Rip down that house. Need you bastards to build over this way. There you go, you're doing it. Getting there. Come on, just like one more building. Please, please, please. It's kind of nerve-wracking. I'm not sure they're actually going to spread out over that way. I don't want to pump it into 3 times speed yet, just because I'm worried they'll all start leaving. I should have ran that power line just a little bit further. I had the money to do it, but I didn't do it. That just goes to show you. Okay, well, we have commercial demand, and we do have that. So if that can continue to build over that way, that would be good. That is already connected right through there. It's saying it's connected now. Okay, so everything has water. That's whew, very good. Just need to get the power over this way. So what can I do to let's dezone a little bit more over right here, just to make sure when the commercial grows it doesn't go down. I need it to go over to the side, and it is. It's growing out that way. I don't know how that's connected, but I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. This is starting to become a problem over here, though. They need to hurry up and build. There we go. Okay, it's all connected. Woo! I thought I was going to have to start over for a 3rd time, because this is actually the 2nd time recording, trying to start an episode 1, and the first one didn't go too well. Same thing kind of happened, except I just completely ran out of money way too soon. Alright, so I think we're going to be alright. We just got to get to, what was it, 360 people? Oh yeah, we're almost there. Okay. we're gonna be okay. I can actually add some more zones back in now. Go ahead and do that. Alright, I think I'm going to leave these D-zones for right now. Maybe we can put like a big old park there or something, and I'm still trying to figure out where to put the school. But everything is all hooked up. We're going to actually add in a little bit more commercial down here where we had it originally. And yeah, I think we're alright. Very good, very good. Go ahead and add the oceanfront property back in as well. Some nice high value, high land value, I guess you could say. And everything is all hooked up as far as the water goes now. That's very good. I like how those power lines didn't do fucking thing. Oh well. Hey, as long as it's connected, I'm happy. I'm not gonna complain. Alright, so we're just about at our first milestone here. Just need a couple more people to move in. And it should be any second now. Now this does actually create a little bit of noise pollution, so they're not going to be the happiest living right out there, but what can you do? Just 3 more people. We are actually gaining money now, so that's good. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, which I guess it's not really too much of an issue now. Oh well. Okay, so we got a little hamlet. We got 360 people living in there. We can build all our initial buildings and actually take out our first loan, which I'm going to do that immediately. So we got our loan. Actually, yeah, I was going to mess with the budget too. I don't need all that money dumping into water. Lower that down to about 80%. And the rest is okay. Alright. Oh, and I could set taxes as well, which I think we're going to go with a nice solid 11% rate right now all the way around. Let's move that up and move that up. That will affect the demand a little bit, but I think 11 is a pretty solid number. If you go up to like 12, it's getting sketchy. Anything above 12 is like they really don't like it and they'll start leaving the city. It's kind of the rule of thumb. So, actually could add in a little bit more industrial there. Not even going to mess with that right now. Okay. Alright, well everything is off to a start. I wouldn't say a good start. It was a little bit sketchy, but did get everything going here. I'm going to call the episode there. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you liked the series. I'm going to be recording another episode right after this. Try to get a couple recorded and then start uploading them. Hope you guys tune in. Stay seeing the series. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. And I'll catch you for episode 2. Take it easy. Have a good night. Peace out.